Well, this is definitely a way to end an invasion, but with a bang. Lots of bangs and potential deaths that we probably haven't confirmed yet, but it could be possible, especially a certain IGO member. The hell just happened? Nothing is the same way anyway. Nothing is the same way. Tell me we're all gonna be okay. Would you be there if they took this city away? Hey guys, Lunar Spiral 27 here, bringing you Toriko chapter 245, The Moment of Closure. So the chapter begins with Joa, who I'm just going to refer to Froze as Joa since it hasn't really been confirmed whether Joa really is Froze or not. Could be, could not be. I still have no idea. Hell, I don't even know if Joa is a he or a she, so I might as well call him an it or a he. It, I don't know, it's confusing. Anyway, Joa asked Starjuun to hand over Komatsu, but Starjuun is like, no. And then we cut to Terry, who is heading towards somebody, which we don't really see the body, but it is most likely Toriko, because it was the same area where Toriko and Starjuun fought. And Terry sees Toriko in this terrible state he's in, and she starts howling, and I think that howl reached towards Setsuno and Naki Master Jiro. Apparently it was so loud it managed to like pop out the buttons of one of his pockets. I didn't really get that. Then all of a sudden, Starjuun grows a third eye on his forehead. Yeah, that happened. I was like, what? Did he also master his gourmet cells now? Because I remembered his intimidation was like a cyclops. So he now has a third eye on his forehead. Apparently, I never noticed this before, but Starjuun actually had the birthmark on his forehead, but I actually wasn't paying much attention to that. I mean, I didn't really notice it until now when, you know, it turned into a third eye. Joa then says something about Starjuun than what we've actually never learned about him until now. Apparently, Starjuun was born with gourmet cell genetics. So, Starjuun was born with gourmet cells. I mean, we've always seen like a majority of people, you know, getting gourmet cells, you know, injecting them into their bodies. But in Starjuun's case, it seems that he was born with gourmet cells, or at least the genetics of the gourmet cells. So it turns out that while he was fighting Toriko, Starjuun was able to awaken the monster inside him, which he was referring to as gourmet cells. So does this mean that Starjuun has finally mastered his gourmet cells during that fight? Because if that's true, then that probably explains like why he never used the full power of his gourmet cells when fighting against Toriko from the very beginning. He just recently awakened that power while he was risking his life. So then Starjuun taunts Joa, saying that if you're going to fight, go ahead, come at me. Or do you think you can manipulate me? Then Joa said that it was true that he could manipulate Starjuun, but considering that Setsuno and Jiro and everybody else was here at the Cooking Fest Stadium, Joe was at a bit of a disadvantage. So we don't get the Starjuun Joa fight that I thought was going to happen this week, but no. Yeah. Shame, really. I kind of wanted to see how these two would go at it against each other. I mean, especially since Starjuun now has awakened his gourmet cells all of a sudden. And then all of a sudden the sky turns dark and you see these like what looks like lightning. And then Starjuun then notices that it was something from Midora, the leader of Bishokukai. And then Joa then says, so it's concluded, has it? The one other peak showdown. Peak showdown? I mean, what was he talking about? I guess I could call him a he now. I mean, I always thought Joe was a he. Was there like another fight that was going on while all this was happening in the Cooking Fest Stadium? And then all of a sudden we see a couple of creatures. One of them happens to be Grimpatch's pet bug. Starjuun then tells Jiro to release the grand knocking because the spice is going to fall and everybody will die. Spice? Yeah, it was a bit confusing. I was like, what spice are you talking about? I mean, it was apparently very lethal if everybody was gonna die. And he also tells Grimpatch that they're leaving, so I guess the Bishokukai are now gonna leave Well, at least Starjuun and Grimpatch are. And speaking of Grimpatch, still no sign of Coco. Seriously, where is he? What happened to him? I'm getting really worried. And all I know is that Grimpatch and Starjuun are gonna leave. I don't know about the rest of the Bishokukai. I mean, 2 of them are dead. The rest, I have no idea what the hell happened to them. Joa then tells his Tokage, the Shadow Lizard, to retrieve every member of Neo. I don't know if there's like more than one of them because the Tokage goes to different places at the same time and managed to retrieve every single member. Zaus, Kosaro, Karibo, the people that was in the room, even Shigematsu, which, by the way, we also see Mansan, and he instantly remembered about Ichiryu and what he told him before he went off to Gourmet World. He said to Mansan that if anything happened to him, then the human world would be in danger. And that if the time comes, then he's gonna leave the human world and its people to him. What the hell? Something happened to Chiryu? Because that's actually the same revelation that on his face that Mansan had. I was like, what is going on? I'm assuming Starjuun and Grimpatch are gonna leave. All the members of Neo are now gone, and then all of a sudden we see these, what looks like meteors, meteorites, I don't know, there's like weird lights that are coming down from the sky. Naki Master Jiro, Setsuno, they realize that something happened to Chiryu. And then Naki Master Jiro said that the small fry cat beat him. Now, apparently I didn't get what he meant by small fry cat, but according to the translation note, the phrase Jiro used for small fry has the kanji for 3 in it, and the kanji for tiger is under the reading for cat. Those are the 2 kanji that make up Midora's name. So, apparently while this was going on, Midora and Ichiryu fought, and Midora beat Ichiryu. Did I miss something? You mean to tell me that 2 of Akasea's disciples were fighting and we didn't get to see it? Not only that, but this was the only time, the second time I think, that Ichiryu fought. I mean, the first time we saw Ichiryu fight was against Toriko, but he wasn't actually fighting seriously. And then he's supposedly dead? At least that's what Naki Master Jiro's referring to, I think, but what? I mean, if Ichiryu's dead, then that sucks. I mean, not only is like one of the 3 Akasea's disciples, but I actually wanted to see like what he can do. Like, what can he do without holding back? And I mean, the last time we saw him, he had this like big ass knife created by milk, and he was going off to Gourmet World to find or to create what was it? Cassia salad. I think it was called Air. So I guess during that time, he somehow ran into Midora in the Gourmet World. They fought, and Ichiryu lost. Don't know if he's dead or not, but if he's dead, dang, that kind of sucks. Especially that we didn't even get to see that fight. My God. The chapter ends with apparently this whole called spice that kills everybody. It was called the meteor spice, and it showers down on everybody, probably destroying the land in the cooking island. So yeah, that is Toriko chapter 245. What did I think? Wow. Apparently, while the Bishokukai invasion happened, and especially when Neo appeared, there was a fight going on, and we didn't get to see it. That kind of pissed me off, but then again, we might get to see it in the chapters to come. If Ichiryu's really dead or not, I don't know. I hope Ichiryu's not dead. It's kind of suck. I kind of liked Ichiryu. I was actually hoping to see more of his abilities and what he can do, but if he's dead, then that was it. I wasn't even expecting him to like appear. I mean, I thought he was still in Gourmet World. He seemed okay in Gourmet World, and then all of a sudden we hear that he lost to Midora. And the last time we saw Midora was in the Bishokukai hideout when he confronted against Ichiryu, but they left and they didn't even fight against each other. So something must have happened to Ichiryu. I guess these 2 probably fought against each other in the Gourmet World. The meteor spice, apparently, according to Starjuun, was one of Midora's techniques. Why Midora unleashed meteor spice on the cooking island, I don't know. This is probably the conclusion to the Bishokukai invasion, or better yet, the conclusion to the Cooking Fest arc. Now, how are Toriko and the others going to survive this? I'm pretty sure they are going to survive this somehow. I don't know, like, who is gonna save them. I mean, Toriko is still beaten up badly. Starjuun, he's up in the sky, so maybe he won't get hit by the meteor spice midair. Not sure about Grimpatch. Maybe he also escaped. I don't know about the rest of the Bishokukai or the rest of the chefs or the Bishokiyas, Isaiahs, etc. I don't know what's gonna happen to them. Zebra's still in that binding tree. Teppei. Actually, I didn't actually see Teppei getting taken away by the Tokage. Maybe he's still down there. Shit. Setsuno and Jiro, they seem to be the only ones moving. Maybe they're gonna do something to protect everybody. Maybe sacrifice themselves. I don't know. But I know is that I get the feeling that somebody is going to die from the good side. I mean, not from the Bishokukai, but from the good side. But I don't know who. Hell, I don't even know if ICHIRYUU really is dead or not. Let's see. Well, Sunny was still injured from his fight against Tommy Rod. Zebra's still in the binding tree, like I mentioned before. Coco, no sign of him whatsoever. Komatsu's with Starjuun. Terry's with Toriko. Maybe Terry will try to save Toriko or something. I'm not sure. Well, this was definitely a way to end this arc. I'm not gonna lie. So, did I like this chapter? Honestly, yeah, I did. It definitely did throw in some surprises. Although I don't know why Midori unleashed the meteor spice. I'm hoping that in the next couple of chapters we get to see like what happened to ICHIRYUU. Is he okay? Is he alive? Is he dead? I don't know. Maybe he was just beaten, not like killed by Midora. I mean, to be honest, we haven't actually seen Midora's actions for a while. I mean, I know ICHIRYUU went off to Gourmet World to get Kassia's salad. Well, I gotta admit, this is definitely a way to end this arc, which I really did enjoy. I will admit, this was actually one of my favorite arcs in terms of action in Toriko. It was a pretty good chapter. I wish I know like what's gonna happen next. This chapter definitely did get me interested in what's going to happen next week. I was a bit pissed that there was another fight that was going on and we didn't get to see it. But aside from that, I did like this chapter. So tell me guys, what did you think about this chapter? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Do you think somebody's gonna sacrifice themselves to save everybody from the meteor spies? You think ICHIRYUU is dead or not? I hope he's not dead. I hope. I kinda like ICHIRYUU. And it sucks that if he died and we never get to see him fight with his full power. Yeah, let me know in the comment section down below, and like the video if you like it, and subscribe for more videos. Also, be sure to check out my Facebook fan page and Google+. So, yeah, that is Toriko chapter 245. This was definitely quite a way to end this arc. Definitely got me interested in seeing what happens next week, but I heard that next week there will be no Shonen Jump, so no Naruto, One Piece, or Toriko, or etc. until the week after. Kind of sucks, but yeah, I know. I have to wait 2 weeks. This is gonna be torture because of this cliffhanger. So, yeah. That's all I gotta say about this week's chapter of Toriko. I'm Ms. 27, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.